We have with us Raghav Chadha, Rajya Sabha MP of the Aam Aadmi Party. He was also the person who was in charge of trying to broker an alliance with the Congress. And I think this is one moment where the Congress would rue not actually going forward with that alliance, because viewers, if you look at it, there are 7 seats where the Aam Aadmi Party candidate has polled more than the winning margin of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Raghav Chadha is joining us live. Raghav, first up, congratulations. The Aam Aadmi Party has opened account in Jammu Kashmir with Doda. You have an MLA there. Where Haryana is concerned, I'm sure the party feels that it's less than adequate in terms of performance, but on key seats, if you had allied with the Congress, Raghav Chadha, the results could have been different today for the Congress.
Well, first of all, thank you for your congratulations on our result in Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, it's a historic win in the sense that for the first time, a decade-old small unit of the Aam Aadmi Party fighting without any resources has been able to open its account in the state of Jammu and Kashmir with an ordinary worker of the Aam Aadmi Party pulling through. I think it's a big morale booster for us at the Aam Aadmi Party, and my big congratulations to Mehraj Malik, the winner on that seat in Doda Assembly constituency. As far as Haryana is concerned, yes, it's been disappointing, and I would like to see the results of Haryana less of a victory for the BJP and more of a defeat for the Congress. And I say this because people of Haryana overwhelmingly voted for change. 61% of the people voted against the BJP. They wanted an alternative form of government. They wanted a different government, a different regime in the state of Haryana. But unfortunately, given the first past the post system, given the fact that there was no alliance, there was not a united fight that the India bloc put up, the results are for everyone to see. So in that sense, of course, it's a bit of a disappointment, and I hope that all political parties learn a lesson from the Haryana polls, in particular the Congress party, which is that being overconfident in any election will reap no electoral benefits. It's the same lesson that we have learned, and I hope Congress party and other parties will also learn the same lesson from the Haryana elections.
Raghav, many would suggest you're being politically correct. You also put out a tweet earlier, and I want to ask my producers to pull that tweet out, where you used a couplet, shairi, but practically it was a direct message to none other but your ally at the national level, but the one that didn't go with you in Haryana.
Look, I have been, ever since when I was, given the task of having a conversation with the Congress party, negotiating with them, and, with the endeavor to stitch an alliance in Haryana, I have been saying that it is our arzu, it is our hasrat, and it is our umeed that we will be able to forge an alliance in Haryana for the people of Haryana, for the betterment of the state. But unfortunately, since that didn't happen and the results were not, in favor of either the India Alliance or the India Alliance participants, I was compelled to put out a statement which, quite frankly, captures my emotions after seeing the results. And it's with a heavy heart that we have failed to deliver. We, as I say, the India bloc, have failed to deliver what the people of Haryana wanted, which is change. So I hope every party learns, and in particular the Congress party learns from this. The fact is that being overconfident in any elections, or this feeling that we are capable of defeating the BJP on our own, knowing fully well that may not be the outcome, isn't the best strategy to fight an election.
Raghav, let's focus on Haryana for a brief while. Where the Aam Aadmi Party's personal tally goes, I'm sure the party is not happy because you've lost your deposit on many seats. But key seats, Raghav, 7 of them in particular, where you polled more than the winning margin of the BJP, which clearly would have meant that the Congress would have, and the alliance, if you had allied with the Congress, would have won those seats. The picture would be very, very different today, Raghav, if that came true. You were the one who went meeting by meeting.
Preeti.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will in fact go one step further. I will say, instead of just examining these 7 seats, if we were to join forces, if Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party and the Congress Party were to come together under the block of the India Alliance and fight the Haryana elections unitedly, the whole picture could have been very, very different. And in fact, these margins that you are today flashing on your screens could be far more. Because, you know, when the forces come together, the winnability factor comes in. When the winnability factor comes in, people choose that alternative. People vote for that alternative. I mean, a lot of fence sitters who at the very last moment would have decided to vote for the BJP could have voted for the India Alliance if we had, put up a joint show. And that's how the electoral math actually works. So, in fact, I would go one step further and say that the picture could have been drastically different. But unfortunately, that has not happened. I mean, it was our wishes, but, as they say, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. So our wishes haven't come true this time around.
But, Raghav, hindsight is always 2020, and you, do say if the Aam Aadmi Party had fought, empirical evidence today suggests the tally would have been different. If the Samajwadi Party wanted seats in the Ahirwal belt, if maybe Akhilesh Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal were both campaigning for the Congress in Haryana as the primary face, the Congress, things would have been different. You were the one, Raghav, who was mediating, speaking, trying to broker an alliance. What was your sense at that point of time coming in from the Congress?
Look, at somebody who was tasked with the responsibility of stitching the alliance, it would be unfair on my part to discuss the nitty-gritties of the conversations that we had with our partner. It would be absolutely unfair and unethical on my part to share that publicly. All I can say is that both parties wanted the alliance. In fact, the High Command in particular, the senior-most leadership of both the parties wanted the alliance. But of course, there were circumstances that led to a different outcome, and in particular, the local unit of the Congress Party in Haryana was of a different opinion, of a different view altogether, and they were confident that they'll be able to pull through without joining forces. So that was pretty much it, and the result is for everyone to see. And I hope that a better sense prevails next time, and we stay united and we fight as a united bloc.
You've made a very important point by what you're saying, Mr. Chadha, because you've practically said, and we did see it at the time, because Rahul Gandhi seemed to be in favor. The top high command, the proverbial high command of the Congress was in favor. However, meeting after meeting, I remember Deepak, Mr. Babaria, who was a part of it, the Hudas who were a part of it, were perennially against brokering this alliance. With what you're saying, Raghav Chadha, it seems that the local unit of the Congress Party was the one who was against the alliance, and today possibly, is facing the brunt of it.
Look, again, Preeti, I am not going to comment on individuals. I am not going to comment on the reasons why it didn't work, or our demands or their counter demands, etc. Because that is unfair. It will be against the Gathbandhan Dharam for me to go public on such things, and I think it is just a learning experience for all of us, and we are wiser post the Haryana election results.
Raghav Chadha, last two questions. Do you think the Congress is much the wiser? Because everyone, most political pundits feel that the Congress is the one that does itself in. Do you think this should be a lesson that the Congress takes forward? Because it's not just the Aam Aadmi Party today, who is coming out and saying maybe things could have been different if you had been more accommodating. The TMC is saying the same thing. The Shiv Sena Uddhav faction today has made that very public. And the Congress is going into, a fight in Maharashtra now.
Look, first of all, I am no one to advise the Congress Party or any other party for that matter as to how they should approach the Maharashtra or the Jharkhand elections. But my sense is, as a student of political science, my sense is that India bloc should stay united, fight the Jharkhand and Maharashtra polls as one cohesive unit. And we have seen this, that when you join forces under the banner of India Alliance, the results are absolutely, totally magical in that sense. You know, एक और एक दो नहीं, एक और एक 11 हो जाते हैं. And I hope that that is what happens. But again, I mean, I'm nobody to give unsolicited advice to any political party. And I just hope that we stay united and fight as a unit in Maharashtra as well as Jharkhand.
Raghav, my final question. Are the doors shut now where an alliance or the possibility of one in Delhi is concerned? Or do you think, that's for later?
Look, I would like to divide the state elections in India in two categories. First category is the category where there are strong political parties of a regional flavor who are capable of defeating the BJP on their own, like the DMK in Tamil Nadu, like the TMC in West Bengal, and like Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, which are absolutely fully capable of defeating the BJP on their own and have done so repeatedly in the past. And no assistance of the Congress or any other party in that sense is required. The other category of elections are the elections in which the Congress falls short when it comes to defeating the BJP on its own. They require assistance of certain members of the India bloc, like Haryana, like JNK, so on and so forth. We saw that the recently concluded 3 big state elections of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh were lost, and the BJP won them. And one of the reasons why the BJP won it so decisively was that the Congress party didn't stitch an alliance in these 3 states, despite the demand for an alliance. In fact, Samajwadi Party that had MLAs in Madhya Pradesh was very eager to forge an alliance in the state of Madhya Pradesh for the elections. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. And as a result, the BJP won. So in the second category of states, the BJP can only be defeated if Congress joins forces with some of smaller units of the India alliance. So I'd like to divide the state elections in these 2 categories. Delhi in that sense falls in the first category, where we are capable of defeating the BJP. We have defeated the BJP on 3 successive occasions, and in 2015 and 2020, Aam Aadmi Party got the highest ever electoral mandate in India's history by defeating the BJP, where people, more than 50% of the total votes polled are in the favor of the Aam Aadmi Party. So therefore, I think as far as Delhi is concerned, we are capable, absolutely capable of defeating the BJP on our own. We need not require any assistance from any other party. And this is, Preeti, again, my self-confidence and not my overconfidence when I say this.
Well, Raghav, you've nicely decoupled these elections. You've given your point of view. For now, it does seem that that door is shut then, at least for now. We don't know when Delhi comes. It's still far away. But appreciate Raghav Chadha for joining us once again. Congratulations on the Aam Aadmi Party showing where Jammu Kashmir is concerned.
Thank you.
And, of course, could have been a lot better in Haryana. Thank you, Mr. Chadha, for joining us.